All right, retirement is something to look forward to, right? But how do you position yourself to enjoy it comfortably?
Well, Steve Caruso is a financial advisor with Laurel Wealth Solutions. He's out with a new book all about how to set retirement goals.
It's called Cookie Cut This. Steve is here to share some of the wisdom you'll find in his book. First of all, love the title.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's really great. And so the first thing I have to ask is, what should I be doing right now that are going to ensure that I'm going to retire comfortably?
So saving is the number one thing you should be doing leading up to retirement. But what the book focuses on is actually when you get within that 3 to 5 year window to retirement.
Okay.
Because that's when you have to start looking at what the end goal of the money is and positioning your assets not based on some cookie cutter or pie chart, but based on the actual goal of when you're going to use the money. And so it's about time segmenting your assets into buckets. So money that you have that you know you're going to need to spend in the next 2 to 3 years should not be in things like the stock market. That should be safe.
All right. How much of a percentage should people save of their income each month? I mean, a lot of people just don't want to think about it, but they really need to.
Right. So it's going to vary by person. It also is going to depend on your goals and what you've done already, right? So if you started saving when you were 20, which the majority of Americans haven't, then you're in a different position than the person who needs to jumpstart their retirement at 55.
Okay.
We talked about this. How many people are going to retire comfortably? And you say not a lot of people.
No, most people won't retire comfortably because we don't have as many people who have pensions anymore. And also, Social Security is going to be the big income source for a lot of people. And so what the book focuses on is taking those retirement assets that you do have and segmenting them to create at least as comfortable of a retirement as you possibly can.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're talking about the stock market, a lot of people are like, oh my God, it just went up 600 points or it just dropped 600 points. What should you do?
I'm a worry wart. Like when I see that, and I don't think I'm anywhere near retirement, but I worry every single day when that stock market takes a dip like it did at the beginning of the week. You know,
Right.
should I be concerned about that or just?
So if your time horizon is longer than 5 years, you don't need to get
5 years.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't need to get bent out of shape about moves in the market, because over a 5 year period, there's going to be a time where the market comes back up. But however, if you know you're going to need money in 2 years, right?
Right.
You don't want, and the market's been pretty good for the last 7 years. Maybe now it's time to start moving some money out of the.
And where do
out of
we
the
move
market.
it to?
So you move it into shorter term, guaranteed type investments like bank accounts, or if it's an IRA account, maybe you put it in the fixed account in your 401k. But it's looking at when you're going to use the money. So if for example, you're going to need to supplement your income by $2,000 a month, and you're going to retire in 2 years, maybe you take 2 to 3 years worth of that supplement, so say $36,000, and you move it into something more conservative.
Okay.
That way you're always withdrawing from something conservative that's guaranteed. And then you can pick your spots onto when to sell out of the more aggressive stuff.
Excellent.
Really quick question about college funds. When should you start? If you have sons, daughters at home, and they're maybe 3 or 4 years old, when do you start saving?
So you should start saving right away.
Right
so
now.
I have a daughter in high school, so I know.
Yeah. Here in Connecticut as well.
Yes. And so you have to start saving for that at a younger age because of the power of compounding interest.
Right.
And you're going to be giving a class, which is going to be offered in both Waterbury and in West Hartford, right? Tell us
Correct.
a little bit about the class.
So the class is called Simplify Your Retirement, and I teach it, it's a 5-hour course. I teach it on consecutive weekday evenings. So the Yukon Waterbury class is going to be on back-to-back Tuesday evenings. It's 2.5-hour sessions, June 11th and June 18th. And I'm also going to be teaching the course at the University of St. Joseph in West Hartford on back-to-back Wednesday evenings, June 12th and June 19th.
That's
I think
great.
you actually might see me in those classes. Because it
Live so close by, too.
I can walk there, first of all. Second of all, I'm going to get some great advice. The book is doing really well. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Tell
Thank
us a
you.
little bit about the success.
So it was an Amazon #1 new release and also an Amazon bestseller, and it's in the financial services category.
Which we think is terrific.
And it's called Cookie Cut This because when you're actually in retirement, those cookie cutter pie charts, 60% stocks, 40% bonds, that doesn't necessarily work.
Okay.
Right.
So you need an individual plan. And actually, when you're in retirement, you need to meet with your advisor more often because when you're younger and you're saving for retirement, you have the benefit of time,
Okay.
right? And the things that are going on in your life, like your health, don't change as often as they do in retirement. So little movements change your financial outlook.
Thank you, Steve. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Again, Steve's new book is called Cookie Cut This. It's available on Amazon through local booksellers as well.
All right, if you're interested in taking Steve's course, you'll find one near you by going to his website. Pretty simple. It's simplifyyourretirement.com. Thank you so much.